Imagine walking into a vast hexagonal room. Through doorways in every direction, you see identical rooms spiraling upward and downward forever. Welcome to the ultimate archive. Every wall here is lined with books. These volumes are not written by human authors. They are generated by a cold mathematical rule. Every single page contains a combination of just 25 basic characters, the letters of the alphabet, a space, a comma, and a period. The archive holds every possible permutation of those symbols. If a library contains every possible combination of letters, it holds every truth that has ever existed, or ever will exist. By pure mathematical necessity, the answers to every mystery are sitting somewhere on these shelves. Somewhere in this architecture is the detailed history of the year 3000. There is a volume that outlines the step-by-step cure for every known disease. There are the lost dialogues of Aristotle and the exact coordinates of undiscovered planets. There is also a book dedicated entirely to you. It contains the unvarnished story of your life, from the moment you were born to the precise details of your death. But before you search the shelves for your biography, consider the trap. What happens to a human mind when it wanders into an architecture that holds absolutely no secrets? The mathematical promise of this library quickly turns into a nightmare. The problem is the sheer volume of what must accompany every truth. For every accurate volume, the archive must generate billions of completely false variations. For one true biography, millions of copies exist where you die in a crash. Yet those coherent lies are rare. The vast majority is pure gibberish, an endless cascade of meaningless noise. This creates a bizarre paradox for the traveler. Because you are surrounded by everything, the actual truth becomes functionally invisible. Without a way to verify which book is correct, finding the cure to a disease is indistinguishable from finding a random string of nonsense. You might think you could build a catalog to sort the facts from the fiction, but an index describing every book in a total library would be so massive that it would simply recreate the library itself. You reach out, pull a promising volume from the shelf, and try to read it, only to watch the text dissolve into meaningless ink. The sheer volume of data destroys your ability to comprehend any of it. When a system contains every single possibility and its exact polar opposite, the net information cancels itself out to zero. An archive containing absolutely everything is mathematically, functionally, and existentially identical to an archive containing absolutely nothing. Argentine writer Jorge Luis Borges detailed this nightmare in his 1941 story, The Library of Babel. Decades before the internet, Borges had already mapped the structural reality of our digital world. That blinding waterfall of chaotic text is the exact same storm of data we navigate every single day on our screens. As this paper notes, Borges's library prefigures the digital age. The internet mirrors this architecture, holding nearly infinite content where truth and nonsense sit side by side. This triggers a psychological toll, drowning in an overwhelming abundance of information that breeds deep uncertainty. We scroll endlessly through feeds and search results, consuming millions of data points an hour. We often mistake the sheer accumulation of this data for the discovery of wisdom. Access to information is no longer our bottleneck. Our crisis is the inability to filter out the paralyzing noise of having access to everything at once. To survive a total archive, we have to step out of the digital storm. We have to find a pristine, silent space. Meaning arises from deliberate subtraction, not infinite addition. It is the result of choosing what to leave out. Wisdom emerges only when strict boundaries are drawn, when noise is filtered, and when certain things are intentionally left unsaid. To navigate a world of infinite noise, we must occasionally step away from the endless text and embrace the quiet of the unwritten page. If you are looking for these quiet spaces of truth amidst the noise, subscribe and join us. We will leave the rest of the library to the algorithms.